this ground.
Oh, Maxana!
Can I request you to please distribute, yeah, kindly don't crowd around the stage. Please distribute yourself, thank you. Please distribute. Here at this podium in the center, thank you. What am I as a CSI youth doing here? What am I as a CSI youth doing in the church and in the society? Few presentations to rock you, to shock you maybe, make you ask questions. All set. Are you ready for the action? Can I have it louder, please?
குத்ரா சாவடினா கல்யாணம் பண்ணி ஏய்
A murder. It is not a fiction. It's an enactment of a real incident. It really happened. You know when it happened? It happened on 13th March 2016 in Udumalapet at the time between 2:30 to 3:30. Let's watch what happens after that.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Nancy reporting from Gun TV. Today's breaking news. Today afternoon, by 2 p.m., a 5-member gang attacked an engineering student, Shankar, 21, and also his wife, Kausalya, age 19, a former student of the same college, in full public view. Both of them were rushed to the hospital. The boy died on the way to CMCH, Coimbatore, and the girl is in the ICU. Intercaste love marriage seems to be the reason for this inhuman activity. And I have here with you Sushma reporting from the Tirupur police station right at that location.
Sir, a brutal murder has happened in a public place. What action are you going to take?
6 police teams have been already arranged for finding the attackers. And also the Udumalapet police have already registered the case under the IPS section 302. And we are provoking the provisions of the SC/ST Prevention Act.
Do you think you can catch the culprit?
We are doing our duty and we have sent teams to find eyewitnesses so that we can have a strong evidence.
Who do you think is responsible for the murder?
Shankar and Kausalya had married against their parents. One is dominant community and other is oppressed community. So Kausalya's parents have plotted the murder.
That's all for now. Stay tuned. We will be right back after the break. This is Sushma reporting Gun TV from Udumalapet along with cameraman Bitto. On seeing the news, Chinnaswamy is surrendering himself before the magistrate.
Chinnaswamy, Chinnaswamy, Chinnaswamy.
Yes, madam.
Is it you that you have killed your son-in-law?
Yes, madam. Actually, അവരുടെ ഞാൻ തന്നെ ചിന്നസ്വാമി கௌசல்யோட அப்பதா இந்த ப்ராப்ளம் அதுக்கு எனக்கு தெரியாமல்ல அண்ட் அவர் வந்து சின்ன லோக்கல் காஸ்ட் தான் என்னோட வந்து ஹை லெவல் காஸ்ட் அப்போ ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് அது வந்து பயங்கர பிரச்சனையாக இருக்கும் இங்கே எல்லாருமே என்னுடைய அவமானப்படுத்தியிருக்கிறது மேடம் அதனால நான் இந்த மாதிரி பண்ணியிருக்கேன்.
You have killed your son-in-law, but now your daughter has become a widow. Why did you do all these things?
I can I have no idea about that. That's why I'm thinking. இந்த அம்மா நான் இருக்கேன்.
As the convict has accepted his crime, I remand him for custody for 7 days, and later on he will be lodged to Madurai Central Prison.
Chinnaswamy surrenders himself when the murder was telecasted and it became the talk of the town. But the reaction of the people were so furious. Lot of politicians involved demanding severe punishment for Chinnaswamy, compensation for Sankar's family, as well as government job for Kausalya.
Police down! Police down! Police down! We want justice! We want justice! Police down! Uppercut down! Police down! We want justice! We want justice! We want justice! We want justice! Police down! Police down! Uppercut! Uppercut! We want justice! Police! Police!
போராடுவோம் நியாயம் கிடைக்கும் வரை போராடுவோம். This was the talk of the town during that time. People are divided on the basis of caste, status and family traditions. Politicians, police personnel and NGOs are actors who develop the conflict and exaggerate its purpose. It is you people, the youth, who has to be the peace founders. You have to be the peace builders and build and solve all the problems and bring peace to our community. Let's all do it. When we can be united, we can bring peace to our nation. No one will give us justice. They will all use us. It is we have to be united and we have to bring peace to our nation. Thank you.
லவ் இஸ் பிளைண்ட் அப்படி கேள்விப்பட்டிருக்கீங்கல்ல. காதலுக்கு கண் இல்ல, ಪ್ರೇಮ ಉಂಡಲ್ಲ ದೃಷ್ಟಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಪ್ರೇಮ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ದೃಷ್ಟಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದು ಕೇಳಿದಿರಲ್ಲ. ಕಣ್ಣಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆಯ. ಪ್ರೀತಿಗೆ ಕಣ್ಣಿಲ್ಲ, ಪ್ರೇಮಕ್ಕೂ ದೃಷ್ಟಿ ಇಲ್ಲೇದು. నేను ఇప్పుడు అడుగుతాను. ఐ వాంట్ టు ఆస్క్ యూ, is love blind or the society is blind? Is religion making us blind? Is the caste structure making us blind? Think, my dear friends. Before you go to your theatre, before you book a ticket online, do you check which caste fellow is sitting next to you and book the theatre, book the ticket? No. Before you go to hotel and eat masala dosa and order Kerala parota, do you ask the fellow who ultify the parota which caste to buy and then you eating? No. Before you join government job or MNC company, do you ask the manager, sir, ningada caste and are you asking? No. If that is the case, before you want to love, before you want to marry, why the hell is society asking about caste? Why are they worried about caste? Think. Please think. Now it's your time to respond. You have whistled, you have enjoyed. I'm going to ask you, what is your response for this? Let me ask a gentleman with a lovely hairstyle. What do you respond, my dear friend? Sir, Tamil la solunga sir. கவனிக்கலையா? லவ் மேரேஜ் பத்தி என்ன சொல்றீங்க? இன்டர் காஸ்ட் மேரேஜ் பத்தி పుచ్చుకో పనికో అదే. ఇప్పుడు ನಾವು తెలుగు వాయిస్ లిసన్ చేయండి. తెలుగు వాయిస్ ఎక్కడ? ఓకే, విల్ లిసన్ టు సమ్ కర్ణాటక వాయిస్. వాట్ యు సే?
ಆದ್ರೆ ಮದುವೆ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು, ಯಾವ ಜಾತಿ ಆದ್ರೇನು.
ಇಷ್ಟ ಆದ್ರೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಕಷ್ಟ? Okay, that is wonderful. Let me ask some friends, ladies right here. This is ladies' voice. காதலுக்கு கண்ணில் அது ஆண்கள் வாய்ஸ், இது பெண்கள். மைக்குக்கே பயப்படுறாங்க, நாளைக்கு காதலிப்பாங்க இவங்களாம். Okay, we have some voice here. Why don't you say, dear friend? உங்களுக்கு ஃபீலிங், உங்க ஃபீலிங்க சொல்லுங்க.
ஃபீலிங்னா லவ் இஸ் நைஸ் பெயின்.
அனுபவம் இருக்கா?
அனுபவம் இல்லை, நீங்க அனுபவப்படுத்துறது நல்லா இருக்கும்.
ஏன்னா சீக்கிரம் யூடிசி ஜாயின் பண்ணுப்பா, லவ் பத்தி தெரிஞ்சுக்கலாம். My dear friends, this is a story which is making us think. On the one side you have the comical part of it, but then the real part of it, the issue of upper and lower, the dominant and the oppressed. I promised you a lot of action this afternoon. You have something going to happen here. You will listen to some blast now. Are you ready for the blast? Are you ready for some more action? The sound of Patala. Kerala sound ivladana. Adde, come on.
The destruction of simple livelihoods, the cause of despair, tears of the needy, all starts at the semi-urban village of Nandyal in Andhra Pradesh. The land of Nandyal is a peaceful land with peaceful people living their lives happily, helping each other.
Let's serve one another. Hello, how are you? Fine. Bhaiya, how are you, Bhaiya? Oh, since long time will we see, no?
Now enters a politician, viewing the landscape and is planning to take up a road development project.
Who is he?
The people of Nandyal are wondering what would happen next.
They are doing something, yeah? Seems to be what is happening here?
The next day, the government official enters the land of Nandyal, calculates the area best for the road project.
Yesterday somebody came, today somebody is
The people
Hey, let's
are
ask.
now really afraid of what's going to happen to them. The official says that he's going to start a road project.
Roads and bridges for you. Yeah, roads and bridges are.
The people were happy, but they didn't know what is to come. The government officials started the road development project with the help of a politician. the officials with the help of the politician and the government officials, they broke and destroyed the livelihoods of the people just before their eyes. Where would they go? It's still a question. The people of Nandyal now have nowhere to go. They are uneducated. They have no identity. Where would they go? They are crying in despair. The people of Nandyal finally found a help from a social reformer, and an NGO also helped them with the crisis. They all went to the politicians and the officials to question them of their folly. The conversation was heating up. The argument is heated, and now they all tried their best. The reformer and the NGO tried their best, but yet they couldn't overcome the vast difference of power. The people understood that they have been deceived and left nothing but tears and agony. Looking at the back, understanding that they could never come back to the place where they used to live. This is a story that happened in Andhra Pradesh, in a place called Nandyal. Where would these people go? We do not know yet. They have left, but they lived with us, but yet we do not know where they are or what they are doing. Which is a major question to us. What are we going to do if this happens in our own native place? What are you going to take back to your place? And what are you going to do for the future?
The people of Nandyal and their story is just one in hundreds, one in thousands. They speak about development mantra. It's a dam for some, but a doom for many. They're talking about the bullet train which will go at 350 kilometers per hour, which means you reach Chennai from Bengaluru in just 1 hour, 60 minutes. But what is the cost of this bullet train? Do you know that 81% of this budget to make the bullet train between two cities in India is being financed, 81% of it, by a country which is the size of Uttar Pradesh? They're talking about a bullet train. They talk about FDI, foreign direct investment. They say jobs for the urban youth. Our question is, the CSI youth question is, what about the 65% youth who are in the rural areas? What about their education? They don't even know to speak English. How will they work in a BPO? How will they earn 15 or 20 or 30,000 per month? Like the ones in the urban areas. They say development for some. We would put it this way. It's development for some, but for many, it's the last compartment of life. If you have seen the list of the richest MLAs, I don't want to name anyone. Well, the second richest MLA is living in my own state where we come from, Karnataka. And you know what is the declaration of their property? Declared assets is 500 plus crores. 500 plus crores for just one MLA. That's the declared asset. And you can just guess what is the undeclared asset of these MLAs and MPs. We don't want to blame them. But the question is, we as the CSI youth, CSI youngsters, with hot blood, with young blood, There was so much action when the drums went on. When you get back, no sound of drums, no music, no guitar, no sound system. It's just you and reality. There's no background. There's no background sound. Only reality. Dear friends, the government is telling through the great Amitabh Bachchan, LPG की subsidy, give it up. मैं कहता हूँ, MLS and MPs, your monthly petrol allowance, can you give it up? Your monthly telephone bill, electricity bill, free, can you give it up? And you're asking the common man, just 300 rupees subsidy, you want him to give it up? This is development with the 300 rupees? What kind of development you will do? It's a question which CSI Seva is asking today, and they're asking you today. And when you go out of this campus, you ask the government today. My dear friends, it's time for us to think. We saw two cases. One case involving human beings, and one case involving human beings and the development around us. What the CSI youth stand for, development or sustainable development? Can we have some voices for you? Of course, you have these green slips out to you, where you're going to fill your name, you're going to fill your email and your phone number, and tell what you can do after seeing these moving scenes. You are going to do that. But then, one thing which is shared today in this compound is going to motivate. I'm not going to any particular person who wants to say something. Just get up and say it. Just like the Nike ad, just do it. We say, just say it. है तुझ में दम, है तुझ में दिल, ये बताने की अभी मैं ये कर सकता हूँ. यानी चाहिए बंदे. Can you do that? Can you say that? Who is that youth who has guts to walk up to me and say, I will respond. There are friends waiting here with the buckets so that they can collect your forms. But before that, there is no meaning if we don't hear voices this afternoon. Just the sound of drums, just some music, that's all. No response. Some response from the youth. You can say in any language, in Malayalam, in Tamil, in Kannada, or in English, any language. Who wants to say? Who wants to say? We have a voice there. Can we clap for this youth? Can we do that at least, please? Everything starts with one voice.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Please tell us your name.
This is Beulah Felix from KCB. Definitely, we all have a voice. It's not just a voice to say, it's definitely hands together, join together, and work together. Definitely. Are you all with me? Are you all with me?
Thank you, Beulah. That was just one voice. And I'm so glad it began with Beulah. Can we have more voices, please? This is the last time. Opportunity doesn't strike again. We won't meet here in this ground again, at least in the next few years. There's a voice here. There's a voice here. 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 Yes. Whose voice here? Who's speaking? We have lovely voices. You just heard Beulah now. Speak now. Your words are going to have an indelible impact and an impression on this vibrant young crowd. You will remember this date. You will remember this moment. Can we have some voices here? Just raise your hand, I'm coming to you. Just raise your hand and I'm coming to you. Here we go.
Yeah, as a youth group, we want to involve in the activities to empower the youth for the welfare of the people. Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Nuts. Thank you very much. We have a question here. Sorry, he's just coming back. Yes. Yes.
മലയാളത്തിൽ സംസാരിക്കാം കുറച്ചും കൂടെ എളുപ്പത്തിലാവട്ടെ.
Please tell your name.
ഇന്നിവിടെ കണ്ട ഈ കാഴ്ചകൾക്ക് അതിന് ഒരു പ്രവർത്തനം, അത് ഇന്നിവിടെ ഒരു പെർഫോമൻസ് നമ്മൾ കണ്ടു, അതിൻ്റെ റിയാലിറ്റി നമ്മുടെ ലൈഫിൻ്റെ അകത്ത് കൊണ്ടുവരാനായിട്ട് നമുക്ക് പ്രവർത്തിക്കാം. അതിനുവേണ്ടി കൊല്ലം കൊട്ടാരക്കര ഡയസിസ് എന്ന നിലയിൽ CSI സിനഡ് യൂത്ത് എന്ന നിലയിൽ നമുക്ക് എല്ലാവർക്കും ഒത്തുചേർന്ന് പ്രവർത്തിക്കാമെന്ന് ഞാനിവിടെ ആഹ്വാനം ചെയ്യുന്നു.
Can we have your name, please? പേര്
Ben Joseph.
Ben Joseph करो बड़े स्वतम बदले. We have some more responses from here. I'm coming here. I'm running. Here's the CSI Seva team. They're going to run and run. They're filled with action. They're filled with questions. They are here to ask you, to check you, to rock you. I told you will not have background music continuously. Don't expect continuous background music in life. Life may no BGM. I go this side. You wanted action. Where is the action? I can't see anything.
ఇలాంటి సంఘటనలు జరిగినప్పుడు రీజనల్ బ్యారియర్స్ లేకుండా అందరం కలిసికట్టుగా పోరాడితే ఇలాంటి సమస్యలు ఎదురు కాకుండా మనం ఫేస్ చేయగలం, అధిగమించగలం, అందరూ ఒకటి నిరూపించగలం. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Thank you, Reverend Sanjeev. That was a powerful voice just like you. Thank you. We have.
Why should I bother about all these things? What happened to Shankar? What happened in Nandyal? Why should I bother?
Here we go. That's one answer. Sunny from the KCD.
You should bother because you're working for Synod.
That's a short answer, Sunny, because we are in the Synod. Is that it?
He's working for Synod. He has taken a lot of pictures for communication. So you should worry.
Well, but this is a common question, not just for Solomon, it's for all of us. I need one answer from you, one reply from you, please. Thank you.
When you have the right to your own freedom and your own freedom of speech and expression, when somebody else's right is violated, why?
Go to the Sunday school, go to the youth fellowship, worship and continue. This is what you have been taught for past 30 years to the generation, not now, from before 30 years. You ask the children to go to the Sunday school, worship God, pray yourself, be in a comfort zone, and you are a true Christian. See, any one of the pastors teach the youth, come out of the church, stand for the community. No, no one teaches us. When we go and ask, they will say, no, you can't do this. This is a sin. You couldn't stand for the church. If you go out of the church, people will see you. What will happen to the discipline? What will happen to the Christian life? No. See, the real Christian people is, please come out. Jesus Christ came for vulnerable, lived for vulnerable, died for vulnerable.
Thank you, Brito. Brito, voice Guru Pade. We have Jones here with his powerful body and a powerful voice, I'm sure.
Yeah, faith is revealed by God and religion is revealed by humans. Okay, humans.
Wonderful.
Hello, guys. Hello. We come from Krishna Godavari Diocese, and my name is Abhilash. I have seen the both skates and they are beautifully performed. Let us give them a big round of applause. And in these two skates, we have seen the importance of a leader. So whenever youth has take the chance, we have to be a great leader. And we say leader in Bible. Who is he?
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ the Savior is a great example. Let us follow him and go to the heights. Thank you. We love. We love. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
కనుక దయచేసి that they all may be one.
మనందరము సమానంగా ఉండాలి. చర్చెస్ లో ఎల్డర్స్ కానీ పెద్దవారు కానీ యూత్ ఎంకరేజ్.
My name is Malcolm and I've come from the Karnataka Central Diocese. My question is regarding the India-Pakistan war that's happening right now. All of us took a stand saying that we are beating out terrorists and we are killing people on the opposite side in Pakistan. But then don't you think that war is not necessary for India? India needs youngsters to be fighting for education, fighting for uplifting those living in poverty. But what are we doing? We are posting messages on Facebook saying, screw Pakistan, hit them, blow them out. What's the difference between them and us? That's the question all of us should ask. Just because this is your country, do not take that side saying we will go for war. Do not ever say that war is right. In war, it's not about who's right. It's about who's left. In our own Christian community, the Israelis are fighting against Palestine. That's wrong. And so all of us, as youths of this country, say no to war. Terrorism is going to come back and hit us if we go for war against Pakistan. So that's something that I wanted to say. Thank you, Malcolm. That was a war.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. We have to show the difference between we and this. ప్రజలంటే చర్చకు వస్తున్నాం, బైబిల్ చదువుతున్నాం, పాస్టర్ గారు దమ్మెడం కాదు, ఏదో ఒకటి చేయాలి. We have to do for the society. Come on, everyone.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you very much. Thank you. He's inviting. We have a voice here. Do we have a voice here?
I'm Vinod from Vellore. Somebody has talked about the secure life. Okay, it's not about we are secure. You should see others also secure. Christianity is not a secure life. Christianity means you should give a secure life to others also.
Hello. My name is Vasant. I'm going back to the previous question of why should I care for others. I just want to respond by saying, if you are satisfied with our Sunday school and church and worship and praise and worship and not bothered about issues that are happening outside, I want to tell you, it is they who are suffering today and it is the fate which we are going to face tomorrow. If we stand up today, we live together, all of us. Thank you.
Peace Center is doing for the youth. You see the vibrancy of this youth here. So there's wide potential. What do you think India Peace Center can do?
So India Peace Center believes that whatever conflict we see, they arise out of fundamentalism that we practice. And this fundamentalism can come from anywhere, and mostly it comes from religion. Therefore, actually, if you see, most of the people do not examine the religion or the ideology that they believe in. As a result, they become fundamentalists. And therefore, when their belief is threatened by an opposing viewpoint, they become violent. And they resort to violence and killing in order to prove their point and belief and to gain supremacy.
So Mr. Kasadeep, what you believe is that in a multi-religious country, in a subcontinent like India, religion can create havoc. So what is the solution for that? Can we give up religion or look at religion in a new way? What can India Peace Center do with this?
The thing is, we should not give up religion. I always believe that, all the lot of blame goes to the religion for actually dividing the society. But the truth is that every religion has the potential to hold us together as a society. Only it is when we believe in each other, trust in each other. So there are different schools of thought, therefore we should be open-minded. And every religion gives us a perspective of peace, and that perspective is justice.
Thank you, Mr. Kastya. Peace, shalom. That is the message of every religion. Let us learn to appreciate the beauty in the others, says Mr. Kastadeep from India Peace Center. Thank you so much for joining us. We have one last voice. Today, fill those forms and drop them in those boxes. The volunteers are having those boxes. Please, we will get back to you and we will really rock not just CSI, but the entire country if we can. I think you can. Can you? Can
love you. Borderless Church, Christ community. This is what we were talking about yesterday. Did you not talk about it in your regional workshops? Borderless Church. You are the borderless church. You have gone beyond the church walls into where you are studying, into where you are working. Certainly, you will find conflict situations. Like what was enacted here, you see that day in and day out. In our own lives, in our families, in our churches, in our communities, in our workplaces, in wherever we study, there are conflicts. Conflict is inescapable. We cannot escape conflict. Conflict is important. Conflict brings life, but conflict can also destroy. How do we transform conflict from being destructive to being constructive? How can the striking of a match stop raising a fire but can be constructive? How can conflicts be transformed into constructive work? That is what these LO Brigade has been trained in. These people from the respective dioceses were trained on how to build local capacities for peace. So they brought it to you today. I am sure they touched you. Your responses are proof enough that they have touched you. You can go back and build local capacities for peace. There are many ways of doing it. One very simple way is to identify what divides us. You told that religion divides us, faith unites us. Like religion, like caste, there are many things that divide us. We have to minimize the effects of all those that divide us. There are many things that unite us. We are united as a humanity. We are united in the image of God. We are united with all other creatures. We have festivals. We have common festivals. We can celebrate them together and we can overcome conflict. These young people, the LO Brigade, have been trained in that. If you also want to build local capacities for peace, you can join them. Those of you who have already not written those blue forms, you can still write and say, yes, in my area, I want to be a peace builder. I want to be a person who can help my community transform into a peaceful community. Pakistan and India, Israel and Palestine, between our own states, between our families, between our churches, we need to build peace between our communities. Peace brings growth. Development, the present paradigm of development divides us, but we need to grow together. We need to build peace. We build peace together as local communities for peace. On behalf of all of you who are gathered here, I want to say a big thank you to this LO Brigade. They worked very hard. They worked hard for several months. They worked hard between their exams. Some of them are still going to have their exams next week. But then they have committed themselves to peace. And they have evoked your commitment to peace. Together, like you have said, we will make a difference in this generation. We will make a difference and build peace, overcome conflict in this generation. Thank you, LO Brigade. Thank you, Seva staff. Thank you, Prince. Prince, come here. Prince has been anchoring this whole process. I want to give him a big thanks. And we want to thank Joshua, Reverend Sudhakar Joshua. Please come over. He is the Deputy Director in Ecumenical Christian Center, Bangalore, Whitefield, a pastor from Karnataka Central Diocese, a young mind who has ignited your minds today. He has held together all that we spoke today, and he has helped you commit to a life of peace. Thank you, Sudhakar. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Solomon, for the space. And we really stole the place of youth rally, but certainly you have been now motivated. as young people. Thank you, Solomon. Thank you all. Thank you each and everyone who was instrumental in making this possible. We will build peace. Thank you, Joshua. As a token of wanting to say thank you to you, we want to hand this a small memento to you that we are holding all this up together.
I think this belongs to all of you. And a special thanks to my diocese KCD for all the support. Bolo CSI Seva ki. Bolo CSI Youth Diocese Department ki. Bolo CSI Sinnar ki. For the Tom Action, they are there with you to rock you.
Stood up and said, what we are doing is wrong. We need to do it differently. And then the Protestant church came. Reformation is now 500 years old. In 2017, one of the very famous ways in which we did it is education. Every church had a small school. Education was our strength. Now from Reformation, through education, body and blood for this world, so that this world will have peace and life, each one of us will give life to this world. We expect that you wear that t-shirt tomorrow. Your diocesan representatives can go to the office and collect your t-shirts. There are 3 sizes that will be given to you. If you need an exchange, you must come to the office before 5 o'clock. Already your diocesan t-shirts are set. If you need a change, you must come to the office at 5 o'clock. Tomorrow, with those t-shirts, with the words Reformation, Education and Transformation on my chest, I will come to the table and say, Lord, like Jesus, I give myself for the transformation of society. As a young person, that's my commitment. This world will be a different place. Will we do that tomorrow?
Ladies and gentlemen, did you all enjoy what happened, what you witnessed? Yes? Yes? Shall we give them a big round of applause to CSI Seva, the entire team? A special thanks to Reverend Subhatu Joshua for tying up everything together, Prince, the coordinator of CSI Seva, and Reverend Asar Abhesa for putting the entire concept together, for inspiring, for motivating and encouraging each and every one of these youngsters who are here from your very own diocese, from your very own churches. These are your people who've shown something very, very meaningful and very, very constructive for the betterment of our community. All ready for an interdiocesan